Soaring high above the beautiful cityscape and bright lights of Atlanta. Leisurely way to spend the Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You take a look at the Rockets. Final stretch of the season. They've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up.
I think for Houston, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
And we have a minute to catch up with our reporter. What do you have for us, Allie?
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that 80% of the credit should go to the finisher. LeBron James said, quote, the worst passes often lead to the best finishes. And Lonzo Ball said, when you have someone you trust to catch it, you can pretty much throw it wherever.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And Grant, both of these teams very efficient striping it from distance.
Well, it's the name of the game nowadays. The math is unavoidable. If you can't space the floor, you get left behind.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Matisse Thybulle out there with Cam Reddish. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Fall in at the 5, down low. And for Atlanta, at the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. Then there's Okongwu. Then it's Trae Young. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Down low. Here's Okongwu. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
And here's Thompson for 3. Drops in the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Young with it. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And here is Thompson. He played a great game against Boston. No good on the 3. Poke loose. To the inside. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Okongwu. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Another shot. And another shot. And he sinks the layup. Okongwu's got his second basket of the night.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Here's Thompson. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Ball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That's line for the tackle fall. At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. Second free throw, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 so far. Hunter on the wing. Back to Young. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. Thybulle with the board. Houston has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. The 3 from Thompson hits the trifecta. Thompson's got 6.
Woo, what range from Klay Thompson. It's insane. Combine that with his confidence, it's a lethal concoction.
Here's Murphy. Really helps his team on offense, recording 20 points a game. Thybulle with a steal. And here's Thompson for 3. Another 3 from Houston. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Young from long range, on target from range.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3 ball. Give me back that momentum.
Fires the 3. Another 3 for Thompson. 12 points for him.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Klay Thompson is an all-time great. One of the best shooters, hands down. Key part of the great dynasties in Golden State.
Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And the Rockets making a change here. Richards is checked in. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Okongwu, and it's blocked.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
The 3 from Thompson, and the Rockets hit again from deep. Klay can sometimes get overshadowed by his teammates, but Grant, he's definitely one of the stars in this league.
And it seems that Klay doesn't mind that at times he's overlooked. He's all about winning and not worried about press. He's just a great teammate who's easy to play with.
With Onyeka Okongwu.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And the Rockets with possession here. Thompson outside. Drills it from deep. Thompson's got 18 points in the game.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Hunter. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Up top, Thompson. 18 points for him. Connects from downtown.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
The Rockets making a switch here. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 9, struggling so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Şengün. Will it go? And the layup is good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
For Houston, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. The 3 from Thompson, and the Rockets hit again from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Hunter with the ball. A minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. Bogdanovich on the wing, guarded by Hield. Shot clock at 5. And here's Brunson from the arc. They grab their own miss. Pass to Newman. Back to Hunter. Tries again. Yep, count it.
New players entering the league sometimes don't challenge you from mid-range, but Hunter is excellent from there.
For Houston, they've gone an impressive 8 of 9. Brunson against Thompson. Healed from outside. Another three from Houston.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Richards. The three from Thompson gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Now Bogdanovich. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Brunson. From deep.
Textbook defense from Klay Thompson. Did a real nice job of contesting the shot and sliding his feet on the shooters.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Rockets ahead, leading by 17. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Rockets.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
We're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And with the All-Star break coming up, Grant, I got to ask you, what do you think of the format changes?
You know what? At first, I was a little apprehensive about the change, but it's really made the game more competitive, that's for sure. So it's so much fun to see everyone crank it up to full gear for a stretch there at the end and give the fans a show.
We've got Bogdanovich. Ty Jerome is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's John Collins, and it's Şengün in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
At Collins' size, it's impressive just how active he is, leading by example.
Outside Wall. He shoots a three. Gets the three to fall. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Hield. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Brunson. Here's Şengün. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Green.
Hey, Jalen Green kind of started his career with a big moment, being the first player to join the Ignite team in the G League. We got a taste of the NBA style of play.
Boy, this Hawks squad is struggling. Outside Brunson. Second chance effort. Şengün, no good. Houston has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Duarte. Over Bogdanovich. No good. A bit long that time. The seasoning Jalen Green picked up in the G League really did help strengthen his game.
Yeah, I mean, what a great opportunity for him to grow as a player, allowing him to continue sharpening his skills by playing against league-caliber talents.
Top of the key. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Green for three. Rebound Atlanta. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Jerome, that's good.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
The Rockets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside Wall. Pass to Hield.
Rockets foul. Buddy Hield.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution for the Rockets.
quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Collins right side, fires the three. Richards pulls it in.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Collins. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. To the right side. Beverly for three. Doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. The Rockets have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Now here's Thompson. The D's right on him. Here's Thibault. Crafty move. And the layup is good.
And if you're the defense, you have to play up on Thompson's shot, which is why he's able to zip the pass to his teammates off the pick and roll.
Now here's Young. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Murphy. Puts up a three. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
One of the great rhythm shooters in this league. Once Clay gets going, he will not let up.
And Atlanta has possession. Bogdanovich with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Yep, that one's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
For Houston, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Thompson fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Pass to Bogdanovich. 54 seconds left to play in the second quarter. They get the rebound. Houston has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Beverly, the pass to Thompson. The three connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
Now here's Young. He's guarded closely to the middle. Richards pulls it in.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Pass to Thompson. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Atlanta ball. Rocket substitution.
Atlanta has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. Here's Young. Sweet little floater. Young's got 5 now.
Woo, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
And here's Wall. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Wall's got 8 points in the quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 38 points and 1 steal. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, but that's a big one.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal. That's not going to cut it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Patrick Beverley, Matisse Thybulle out there with Cam Reddish. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The first thing that comes to mind when you're talking about Klay Thompson is shooting. But his post play is fantastic. A great way for him to take advantage of mismatches.
Young misses. Here's Thompson. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Thompson's got 41. And the post play, something Klay has worked on.
Makes sense with his height and size. Working inside out, also a benefit for Klay. He is much more than just a shooter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range. Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Here's Okongwu. He has 6. It's hauled in by Fall.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
The 3 from Thompson, and again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Young, the pass to Hunter. Collins outside. Now here's Young. He's closely guarded. It's hauled in by Fall.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Thompson, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there's Hunter on the assist by Young.
I like watching DeAndre Hunter take quick shots. He's getting into a rhythm.
And here's Thompson for 3. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Here's the floater. Basket's good. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Many scouts felt Trae Young would convert shots inside at the NBA level. and that's where he's a complete threat.
All right, Smitty, looking back at your career, you were named an All-Star scoring 20 points a game, but you also played a few years as a role player. What do you think the key was to that transition?
You know, BA, you have to always embrace being a great teammate, no matter what the role is. Of course, winning a ring like I did with the Spurs, that makes coming off the bench much easier.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
So, Brian, the NBA tests out different rules in the G League, including shooting one free throw for all the possible points to speed things up. How much did it hurt players' free throw percentages, not getting the multiple tries? Well, averages dropped a percentage point or two. Is that a deal breaker or something to consider?
Yeah, those are good questions. We'll see, Allie. Thank you. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Hunter. Back to Jerome. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Jerome's got 4 points now in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Over to the left wing. Wall. Atlanta with a rebound. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Newman. Takes a 3. And Wall pulls it down. Pass to Hield. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. Hield's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Jerome. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Team second.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
One other thing they've done very well is getting out in transition. They're running at every opportunity.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Robinson, he's checked in for Richards. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Here's Wall. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
DeAndre Hunter has a great combination of strength and length. Throw it down, young fella.
Wall against Brunson. Here's Green. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Hunter. He's got 6. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Bogdanovich has checked in for the Hawks. Houston has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Here's Wall. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Right side Green. Over Hunter. The shot won't fall. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Hunter on the wing. Lots of room. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
Not just a score. Bogdanovich shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
Ball for 3. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. Hield against Bogdanovich. Pass to Şengün. And he throws it down with one hand.
The poise of Bogdanović allows him to play the role of facilitator. He's very cagey with the ball in his hands.
Right side wall with 4 on the clock. The shot no good. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for Houston, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Trae Young. Johnson is out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanović. And it's Christopher in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Robinson with a steal. On the break. Green, the pass to Wall. And it's Wall again missing.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Outside Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one. Outside Hield. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Young. Second chance shot, and the basket by Looney.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass, a hustle player who really wills himself out there.
Outside Hield. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple. Hield's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Now here's Young. Back to Looney. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Over Wall. He can't get that one to fall. And Houston will come the other way. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Young against Wall. Here's Christopher. And he drives in. No good there. Green with the defensive effort. Hield finds Green. The 3 is up. Another 3 from Houston.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the 3-point battle.
For Atlanta, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Green against Young. Off target on the 15-footer.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And it's hammered home by Green.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Young, following the score by Houston. The shot to stop the run, and it's good. 2 points. Houston has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Greg.
B.A., it really did. But, it's interesting. I think There were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
Collins, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 13-4 run. And another one!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Young drawing the double team to the left wing. Outside Johnson takes the three. The shot misses, and Houston will come the other way. Knocked loose. It's Thompson, high post. Back to Thibault.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Connects again from distance.
He just continues to rain it on them from downtown. It's again from deep.
Hey, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a single game. They recover it, and the basket by Looney. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Young. Collins, left side. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Houston. And here's Houston. They're on a 19-6 run.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And you have to like how they played this year. 55 wins in total.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Klay Thompson.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. And Collins with the slam.
Such a skilled passer. Trae Young knows it's his role to share the ball with his guys.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Thompson. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road. That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Houston in total control. And here's Thompson for 3. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Outside Johnson. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.
All right, I'm going to back up 3-point line. All right.
The main event is kicking into motion. From Toyota Center in Houston, the Kings taking on the Rockets. For Sacramento, losing sight of their identity over the last 10 games, they've won only 2 of them. Tonight, they're hoping to get back to what they do well with a win. Rockets, Kings, up next. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. You take a look at the 76ers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And Houston, they're just taking it one game at a time, dismantling each opponent along the way as they were predicted to do.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got Evan Fournier, also Fox out there. And it's Whittington in at the small forward. And for the Rockets, you've got Reddish. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Fall. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Thompson in at the point. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, this is why Klay Thompson is one of the best shooters in the league.
Inside, here's Jeffries. It's tipped. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jeffries got his second bucket tonight.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
And so here's Sacramento. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Pass to Lowe. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He pointed to Klay Thompson as one of the game's great streak shooters. Coach said Klay can bury you with a couple of quick runs. We have to counter that with streaks of our own. Sounds like there could be some fireworks here tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Basket good. Jeffries got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Takes the 3. Fall with the rebound. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Thompson for the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Fox passes to Fournier. Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
Thompson against Fournier. On the wing, Thompson. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. And, you know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
And here is Fox. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Outside Fournier. Knocked away. It's stolen by Reddish. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Count it. Thompson's got 17.
Well, we love when players get hot, and Thompson right now is just feeling.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Down low, here's Jeffries, and he goes in for the dunk.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Thompson outside. Poked away. From the arc. And another three for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Now, also, anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Teams will make substitutions. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Klay Thompson.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
Now, here's Collins. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Back to Collins. Gallinari on the wing. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And making a statement right away. Letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Rockets leading by 5. Thompson up top. 20 points for him. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, he has been special to start this game. Shooting 8 of 9, just making it look easy.
1:21 left in the first quarter. Gallinari outside. Sacramento again missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Johnston passes to Gallinari. He dishes it to Collins. Shot to stop the run. That's tipped. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Timeout called by the Kings. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
John Walls checked in for Klay Thompson, and a change for the Kings. That's who's checked in for Collins. Here's Wagner. Can't hit from 12. Rockets leading by 14. Green left side. He kicks it to Wall. Back to Green to the left side wing. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up tempo tonight.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Rockets. Buddy Hield is out there with Wall, and it's Green, and it's Duarte in at the 3 slot. The Kings trail by 16. They get a hand on it. Johnston passes to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Let's go. He can't get it to go. And the Rockets take it the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 18. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. On the wing, Mitchell. No good on the triple. Right side, Green. Outside, Wall. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Johnston passes to Wagner. From deep, Green. That shot off the mark. So the Kings will take it the other way. Here's Mitchell. It's deflected. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Left side, Wall. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I see the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Sacramento making some changes. The Kings have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's Whittington. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Fournier. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The shot by Thompson, no good. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
There's Whittington. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Fox passes to Lowe. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Pat Beverly, one of the most antagonizing guys in the league, Brent. How would you go about keeping him out of your head?
Well, I would bring tweezers to the game, Kevin, to be honest with you, to try to remove that splinter as soon as possible. Once Pat Beverly gets up underneath you, man, he could cause guys some confusion and get them really frustrated.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Houston.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. And he says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now. but we know that we're building something. Kevin?
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. The Kings making a switch here. Collins is checked in. To the paint. Here's Fox. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. 5 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Jeffries, good.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Thompson inside the line. And Houston again with the bucket.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Fox against Beverly. Jeffries. Fall with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
Thompson for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. The Rockets making a switch here. Richards is checked in, and a change for the Kings. Mitchell's checked in. Fox with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against Atlanta. Thompson. Collins grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. The offensive rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Now, here's Reddish. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Sacramento ball. King substitution.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points and 1 rebound. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. You keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. On the court right now for the Kings, we've got Fox. Also, Evan Fournier out there. And it's Whittington in at the 3.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Pass to Jeffries. 3-pointer. The rebound by Richards. Richards got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, looking to shoot immediately off the pass, and I don't think he even felt the leather that time.
Outside Fournier. Back to Fox. And there's the pass to Whittington. To the middle. Tries from 7. Jeffries. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now here's Thompson. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Off target with his 3. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Fox has got his second bucket.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox picking up the crumbs there on the inside, but gets his team a second effort.
Fournier against Thompson. It's over Fournier. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Houston shooting their first free throw tonight.
For Houston, Klay Thompson. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Thompson.
He's such a natural shooter. That was Thompson's calling card coming out of Washington State as a Cougar, and he's added to his game now. Always one of the premier 2 guards that steps on the floor for any NBA season.
Now here's Fournier. No points in the game yet for him. Six on the shot clock. With the drive, Robinson with the block. Thompson surveying the floor. And another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. To the inside. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Thompson outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Thompson's got 55.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Now, here's Fox. Guarded closely. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Fournier finds Gallinari. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Passes it to Fournier. Wagner with it. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective until my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you.
2 minutes.
Thompson from long range gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Johnston, he's covered by Thompson. Three-pointer, bangs home the trifecta.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Gallinari outside. The three. It's rebounded by Houston. Healed way outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Johnston passes to Mitchell. Down low, Wagner, and that one, good. Wagner's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Thompson from long, and again for three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Here's Mitchell. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Kings ball.
Houston making some changes. Richards is checked in, and it's John Wall in for Klay Thompson. Inside, here's Collins. Count that one.
Strong suit on offense is Collins getting down on the inside.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Houston. To the paint. Here's Richards. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And so it's Houston, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Reddish out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Got a piece of it. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Collins, good.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Thompson misses. The Kings shooting 40% from the field. Pass to Johnston. Fires from deep. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one.
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Kicks it out to Collins. They grab their own miss. Medu. And no good that time. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Thompson from long range. Good. Another from three.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Elbow shot is on the way. Not going to go that time. And it's Houston the other way. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
There's just so much activity from John Collins as a stretch five at times, hard to track around the floor.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Rockets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Silva's checked in, and Fournier subbed in for Mitchell.
Collins, a great high-energy player, and that's something coaches really appreciate.
And again for three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Well, he's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
And this shooting display could be in a museum, an absolute masterpiece from deep.
And the Rockets making a change here. Richards is checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his first.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
At the line for one.
And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
From 20 feet out, he got it again. Sensational.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
And to think when the night started that we see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
Thompson way outside. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Fox. The Rockets pull it in. Richards got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson against Fournier. Fires for 3. They get it back.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Thompson outside.
2 minutes.
And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Fox. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
He gets so quick there in transition, does a good job of reading, and a nice finish.
Thompson for the triple. And they recover it. Thibault kicks to Thompson. Launches it. Yet another bucket.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Klay Thompson.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Now here's Hardaway. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it to Fox. Back to Hardaway. No good on the 3. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Hey, thanks very much, Klay. You had it going tonight. Now, when you are that hot, what are you trying to do on the court?
Took a couple bad shots, couple heat checks, but they went in tonight, fortunately. And when you got the hot hand, you're just looking for that little ounce of space. Because all you need is an inch or two, and that thing's just flicking off the wrist so easy, and it just happened to be one of those nights.
And that leads to one of those wins for your team, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.